Alrighty, g'day, and this is some of the best videos coming out of Australia. Let's go ahead and buckle up and take a look. Okay. Look at these kangaroos. Oh my god. Okay, so this guy's just walking his dog. It looks like a beautiful kind of golden hour right before sunset. Pretty houses and trees. Look at these kangaroos, man. Hopefully they're nice. Look at all of them. Oh my god. Okay, good news. They were. I was hoping it wouldn't like try to start a fight with the dog. Thankfully the dog was calm too, because I feel like that would have been maybe a little sketchy if the dog was like freaking out and barking. That's just, you know, like another Tuesday in Australia. I think that's crazy. Like literally in a neighborhood, right? It's not like you're in the wild. Nice ute, by the way, with the utility tray. You know, totally awesome Australian spec. Again, like I wish we had more trucks like this in the US. It's super cool. Got the boat and everything. Damn. Nice peaceful Aussie neighborhood. Looks like good living. So are kangaroos the equivalent of deer in the US? Yeah, I've heard that before, that comparison. I'd say that's fair. Imagine seeing kangaroos so often in life you just stroll on by. I would be freaking out. Yeah, I wouldn't be freaking out, but inside I would be, maybe. I wouldn't be visibly freaking out. I'd try and play cool, so they play cool. But yeah, it would be so wild seeing that. And yeah, if you're in Australia, born and raised, this isn't a crazy sight to you. It's just so weird, that perspective difference. It's pretty cool, honestly. A normal day in Australia. Oh my god, that's not what I expected. I totally thought it was going to be a snake or a spider like it always is. It's a freaking koala. Is this a pet? Do people actually have pet koalas? Have I asked that before? I don't know if I have. You have to let me know. That's pretty odd that that's just chilling in the room. I mean, there we go, in a neighborhood again. Kangaroos just bouncing by. That's how you know you're in Australia. They're so unique. Oh my god. I always get a chill on my back. Oh, that's freaky. And what on earth? What are the chances, of course, that it flings it towards you, right? Oh my god. Okay, that is terrifying. Whoa. I leave the door open for 1 minute. Oh my god. I can't believe that they cut. See, let's go back to like our kangaroos in Australia, like deer in North America. No, and actually, maybe not, because deer are very evasive, right? And you don't see them every day or anything. And certainly, at least in my experience, maybe I'm wrong here, but in my experience, I haven't heard of many people leaving their door open and deer coming in the house and having a look in the kitchen. So you know what? Kangaroos are certainly more unique. I'm sorry. Oh, what's it going to be now? Look at me all scarred. I'm like ready for a jump scare. Nice. Wombats right behind the sofa. That's freaking awesome. I love the look on its face. You know, never a dull moment in Australia. Say what you will, think what you will. Australians might have the best case of day-to-day life without any dull moments. You just never know what you're going to see in Australia. It's kind of admirable if you really think about it. I'm thinking maybe some Sydney versus Melbourne rivalry might come up. This is just my very useless opinion from outside of Australia, of course. Maybe Hobart, Tasmania seems to come up a lot, or Tasmania always gets made fun of. We'll see. That's it.
Australia and why?
Wait, Adelaide's a city, right?
Yes, Adelaide's a city.
Damn, coming out with the insults. Is Adelaide even a city? Like, what?
Yeah, Adelaide, because it's like it's really dead and really boring. Adelaide.
You know, why do so many people say that? I feel like it's probably younger people saying that. I've heard so many good things about Adelaide, and whenever I've seen videos on it, I think it looks like a nice place. Super clean. I mean, you have kind of cool surroundings around it outside of the city naturally, right? You still have coastline and beaches. Like, seems like great weather there. What the hell's the hate for Adelaide? How could it be boring? I say that because I've seen many places in my travels here in the U.S. Where I've been to places that are so boring according to so-and-so online. And I freaking loved it. I wasn't bored at all. So my kind of alarms go off when people say like a place is so boring. In my experience, those places are usually anything but. We'll see.
Yeah.
Do you have a reason?
There's too many essays.
Too many essays. I've got a video with people just saying that they only represent essays with Adelaide. Like
Essays.
essays. What about you?
Adelaide. Like, it's just druggy and
Now is the part where I'm a little lost.
it's like gross. There's nowhere to go without being like chased down or catcalled. I can't even. Without being scared.
Yeah. Worse.
Okay, well, that was quick. These youngins absolutely can't stand Adelaide. So any people from Adelaide out there can defend yourself or tell me your thoughts of them down below. Tell me if you agree or disagree. Let's go to the comments. I was born in Adelaide, married in Adelaide, kids born in Adelaide, been all over Adelaide, but what in the absolute effing shit is Ashay? I don't know. Teenagers trying to be gangsters, like the new emo. What the heck? Okay. Move. Adelaide doesn't have polluted air. Adelaide is much better than Hobart. These girls have probably no money to go anywhere, still in school. I rate Adelaide highly, and I live in Queensland. See, that's what I figured. So you've never been to Darwin? Bro, I'm in Adelaide, but I'm safe.
So this one's for you Aussies, okay? So if you're not Australian, you may as well just scroll on because you're not going to get it. It's just going to go straight over the top of your head, like a Qantas Boeing 747, okay? So I'll give you the opportunity to scroll on.
Challenge accepted, sir. Or should I say mate? No, I think this is going to be cool, and I'm probably going to be lost.
All right. Have they gone? Yep. Okay. So I've got 5.
This guy is Australian as It's pretty awesome, actually.
5 questions for you. And if you're Australian or if you've lived in Australia for a while, you should be able to answer these questions. Actually, for most of you, the answers will come automatically. You'll probably sing half the answers. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Ready? Here's the first question.
I expect you to do well on
Finish
this.
Phone number 1300. You get it? Okay. All right.
Could you finish that phone number? I'm 0 for 1. Dang it. Here we go.
Second question. Okay. What company does this guy work for? Hello, Frank Walker. You got it?
No.
All right. Third one. Okay. Am I ever going to see your face again?
Damn it. I am lost.
What
Dang
about
it.
this one? Have you ever felt like this? And the last one, this is for the older generation X's, okay? It's a bit of an old one, but living next door to Alice. I pretty much guarantee if you're Australian, you got all 5 of those correct, and you probably sang most of them. Anyway, ask any Aussie.
Well, that was awesome. That guy has a cool demeanor. He's definitely Australian from head to toe with like the perfect accent, everything. And I am completely lost. I am definitely anxious to see if you were able to get these in the comments. I almost don't want to show the comments on this because that might give away some spoilers. I'm going to leave it to you guys to get it. I know you guys can figure it out. That was pretty cool.
G'day, folks. Just replying to this question, what is Australia's national food? Well, that's an excellent question, mate. Our national food in Australia is a thing called muff, okay? And we put it on burgers. It's great stuff. Muff burgers are absolutely amazing. There's nothing better than going down on a nice, juicy muff burger. Trust me, once you've eaten one, you can't resist. You'll just be going back for more and more and more. They are really good. So yeah, when you come down to Australia, when you're asking for food, you got to ask for a muff burger. Now, different.
Why do I feel like he's yanking my chain here, huh?
Different areas in Australia tend to have different traditions as far as eating muff goes. Like, for example, in Tasmania, they tend to keep it just in the family. They have their own family recipes, so they tend to eat just their sister's muff or their cousin's muff or their mum's muff. Whereas I personally, up here, I actually like to eat my best mate's wife's muff. She makes a really nice muff burger. It's really quite nice and juicy.
I freaking knew it. I knew it.
So there you go. And the great thing about Australian women too is Australian women are pretty laid back. They're pretty casual. They don't mind if you eat muff in bed at night. It's actually encouraged yes, they're in bed at night and munch on a muff burger. So there you go, mate. When you come to Australia and you're asking for something to eat, just ask any woman for a bit of muff. Ask any Aussie. They'll tell you.
Well, this is thoroughly entertaining. Boy, oh boy, am I going to have to check more of this stuff out. this guy, I'm getting a real Australian education. I can definitely conclude now, maybe not at the beginning, but definitely now what the hell he's talking about. Did not realize that was y'all's national food, huh? Very creative Aussies. I could never watch one of your videos on public transport again. Family recipe is crazy. Not the Tasmania diss. Oh my God.
Okay, so I have been in Queensland now for 2 weeks, and I thought that I am an early riser. Like, yeah, I get up at 7 a.m. No biggie.
That's usually when I try and get up every day, is around between like 6:45 a.m. and 8 a.m. Usually it ends up being around 7. Okay, I think that's pretty early.
Not in here. Yesterday we went to this market and it was 8 a.m. and it was absolutely packed. Also, when I went to the beach the other day, at 6 a.m. it was packed. People
6
here
a.m.?
wake up between 4 and 6 and go to
Holy
bed at 9.
smokes.
What the hell? So yeah, guess who's been going to bed at 9 p.m. the last 2 weeks? Okay, so I have been in Queensland now for...
Is that true? Is that what they do in Queensland? I know it's like hotter, more tropical. Look, when I lived somewhere hotter than I do right now, right? When I lived in the Southwest, really hot deserts, right? People did generally get up earlier because you want to beat the heat, right? So I naturally woke up at sunrise. It was weird. My body just did it by itself. And I woke up in the mornings are great. And then it's really hot by like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. So you kind of learn to get used of that kind of 5:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., right? You got to use that because you don't want to be outside when it's, 105 degrees. Or should I say like 35, 40 Celsius, right? You don't want to be outside during that. So I get that. I know it's hot, humid, probably in most parts of Queensland, or at least on the coast. I would guess that's where that comes from. But is there any other reasons? I mean, it's kind of cool. At the same time, if you're not used to getting up early, boy, oh boy, if you're trying to adapt to living there and you get up at like 9 or 10 a.m., you're going to be missing out on absolutely everything. Well, indeed, that seems to be the reason. Speaking as an Australian from Queensland, the only thing to avoid the heat is to do whatever you need to do before 9 a.m. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's light at 4 a.m. and deathly hot at 9 a.m. You got to fit in life when you can. It makes sense. Light at 4 a.m. That's actually really early. That's actually, that's cool. That does give you incentive to make the most of the morning air. The energy in the air at 5 to 6 a.m. is just so peaceful, calm, fresh, and beautiful. It gets too hot and sticky later on. I have to say, people that aren't morning people, I know not everyone is. You do you, that's fine. But getting up early for people that think it's hard, I can't tell you. When you go outside, and that morning air at 5 or 6 a.m. is different. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like the world around you is literally different. And it's like alive in a more natural way. And the morning air just hits so good. It's such a crisp, kind of cool feeling.
We're Australian. We take photos of insects in our house and upload them to social media to find out if they could kill us. We're Australian. We spend hours swatting flies in the house. We're Australian. We don't care what your mother called you. We're going to change it. Hey Kazza, say hi to Davo for me. We're Australian. We use the C word as a term of endearment.
That's right.
We're Australian. Our Santa wears board shorts and surfs and nobody questions it. We're Australian. Our national dishes are Vegemite toast and a Bunnings sausage. We're Australian. We sing songs about snow and sleds while sweating in 40-degree heat.
Yeah.
We're Australian. We can drive in the same direction for 10 hours and still be in the same state.
That's true. And not even basically anywhere in the U.S. can say that. Maybe save Texas or Alaska. Pretty cool comments on this one. Shout out to TimTams. Hello. We're Australian. We love a good TimTam slam. Well, I'm not Australian, but I would totally agree. Everyone that has a brain and likes anything sweet sometimes should love a good TimTam slam. We're Australian. We make the same mistake by walking on hot sand or concrete. You know, I almost got burned, believe it or not, on sand last year on the beach on Lake Michigan in the state of Michigan. And it was really sunny, right? Like just clear skies, big old sun in the sky in summer. And I think it was maybe like low 90s, like 91, 92 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll put the Celsius equivalent. I literally got like the sand was scalding hot. It was a beautiful beach. Surprisingly great beaches in Michigan. But my God, was it hot. And then I remember thinking back then, because this was only like last summer, I remember thinking, boy, oh boy, what the hell would this feel like in Australia where it's hotter and I know that sun is stronger. Like you guys are just on a different level when it comes to heat. You got to tell me if you've been burned by sand. I'm imagining someone has. We're Australian. The kebab is our national dish. Let's see what they think. I'm Turkish. It's not yours. I'm just joking. We're Australian. Our Maccas and Hungry Jacks. Fast food restaurants, ice cream machines, drinks, and are always broken. And somehow this turned into ice cream things being broken. Anyway, okay. I would say coffee, right? That was your national drink. Is that fair to say? Or maybe it'd be beer or wine or maybe Milo. I'll let you guys figure it out.
Things are just backwards over here in Australia, you guys.
What?
So when I first moved here, not a single guy came up to me at the clubs and hit on me. And I found it a bit weird. I was like kind of offended, not gonna lie. Coming from North America, I don't know, I was kind of offended. It was really nice because I could just go out with the girlies, have a good time, you know what I mean? Like no guys were coming up to me, like it was great. Anyways, now I have a boyfriend, and every time my boyfriend and I go out to the clubs, there are 1,000 girls coming up to him and hitting on him.
Oh,
and
boy.
no guys come up to me at all.
Oh.
And I'm like, is that just how it is here? Like, do the girls put in the work? Like, is it just a bit backwards? Because, like, in North America, it's like the guys come up to the girls, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know any girls that would go up to a guy. So
I think it goes both ways. I don't think it's exclusively like that.
It's a bit backwards. Like, can someone please explain this to me? Also, why is every single guy short?
What?
Like, I'm a pretty short girl, and I tower over all these men at the club.
Wow. Well, I can't comment on that, so I haven't spent time there, but I was under the impression, like, obviously there's variety and diversity, but I feel like a lot of Australian guys are pretty tall, or, right? Like, I thought I've heard, like, stereotypes that a lot of people are tall and big, right? In Australia. I don't know. Maybe that's only the sports. I don't know. You guys could weigh in on this. I think she's a little, like, triggered that she's not getting, like, a crap load of attention, maybe? I don't know. I don't want to, like, be mean or anything, but damn, right?
One of the most wild things about being on Australia is their gas. I'm looking at this gas pump, and I'm like, I don't even know how much gas this car takes or what to even put in it. So I go in and ask the guy, and I'm like, how do I pay? Like, I don't know how much. He goes, you just go fill up. I'm like, yeah, but I couldn't, like, pay. Because, you know, in America, you just pay and then it stops pumping. He's like, no, you fill up, and then whenever it stops, you just come pay.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
I need, like, what do you mean? He's like, no, just go out there, fill up the car, and then come in and pay. I'm like, you guys trust people to fill up their car and then come in and pay like an honor system. He was like, yeah, you guys don't do that in America. I'm like, no, people would steal gas left, right, and center.
Yeah, it's pretty sad that something like that can't be done here. Because a lot of people they would just pump and run. And the rest of us, right? Like, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, you have to pay first and unlock the pump here. And I've heard this about European countries too. Like, it's pretty crazy that the rest of the world could still function like this. But here in the US, we can't do this because too many people would commit crimes, would steal, right? I mean, they already do, right? So,
Center, if
it's pretty sad, man. It sucks.
I'm blown away that the people of Australia do not steal gas. And I asked the guy, has anyone ever stole gas? He was like, not that I reckon. This is
Wow.
mind-blowing
That's
concept. What's
amazing.
going wrong with us in America that we have to...
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with us, but I mean, you have a lot of states, right, that don't care. They don't even punish criminals anymore. So there you go. Look at California. Something's wrong with our society here. I don't even know where to start. And you have criminals everywhere that get away with stuff, and that's how you get a shit show like the USA. Or you have stupid policies like here in Illinois, like catch and release, because letting people get away with crimes is a real good idea, right? Hey, call me crazy. I don't know. I'm going to cut it there. That is some fun Australian videos. I hope you enjoyed it. I think the comment section will be pretty fun on this one as well. I appreciate your time and watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. It's going to be it for this one. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.